Hi everyone, and welcome back to Planting for Wildlife. Today I'm looking at one of my favourite plants for interest throughout the season, Russian sage, and in particular this variety called Perovskia Blue Spire that's most commonly used in gardens and landscaping. It's looking a little bit flattened today because we've had rain overnight, but as soon as the sun comes out it's going to perk up nicely. Russian sage is a small shrub, aka subshrub, that's native to the hills of Southwest and Central Asia. It grows to around 120 centimeters tall, and it has these beautiful lavender colored flower spikes that are held on silvery grey stems. From a distance it can look a bit like a giant lavender, and whilst it doesn't have the strong scent of lavender, the stems and the leaves are both aromatic, and so especially if you rub them in your fingers you can really smell that kind of sagey floral scent. In terms of growing conditions, it needs full sun and good drainage, and is absolutely fine with the poor quality soil. It's the perfect plant for a gravel garden. In March or April, it should be cut back hard to a small woody framework a few inches off the ground, which will encourage strong new growth that will then carry the flower spikes later in the year. It's also good to apply fresh mulch of compost or manure around the base of the plant at the same time. Once the flowers are spent and the foliage drops in autumn, this plant reveals another stunning feature, exposing its majestic, silvery stems which make a real winter statement in any garden. This feature is really unique to this plant, and I also love the way that it keeps its height all the way through to the next spring. It really shows that if you select the right plants, you can have a beautiful winter garden without compromising on summer impact. For my top 3 companion plants, I'll start with the grass, Stipa tenuissima, or perhaps the taller version that I have in this garden, Stipa lacingulana. I really love these plants, and I think they combine really nicely with the Russian sage to give that soft movement throughout your borders. Secondly, Echinacea white swan goes really nicely with its pure white petals, but also the orange centre of the Echinacea contrasts really nicely with the lavender coloured flower spikes. Lastly, Pulmonaria is a really nice plant to kind of dot around the base of a Russian sage plant. It'll give nice ground cover, but also flower much earlier in the season. And like your Russian sage, it'll be absolutely covered in bees. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please drop it a like and subscribe. Until next time, enjoy the wildlife in your garden.